Hey everyone, it's Strange Michael. I hope you're doing well today. I have a haul video here for you. I don't know which number of these movie hauls it is, but this is a horror movie haul, as always, for this channel. And I have about 8 movies here, 9. I think I counted it and I forgot because my dementia's kicking in. I'm almost 30, and it's happening. It's real, kids. It's real. Anyway, so I have a bunch of films here that I've been picking up recently. Some stuff I got mainly because I had a big bonus at work recently because of how well our factory's been doing pretty well, thankfully. And so I grabbed some cool stuff. I have a lot of this and a lot of non-horror stuff that I'm probably going to show on a different channel. I don't really know yet. Maybe, maybe not. I try to not get myself too overwhelmed with reviews and content, but I have so many channels I like to upload to and discuss things with, because my audience kind of goes from channel to channel, but I just love talking with you guys about this stuff. And I want to thank you all for all of the amazing support you guys have been giving recently, especially for videos like the Legend of Hell House review, which jumped to like 500 views in like a day and a half, something like that. That's humongous for my channel. When a video does something like that in views, that's kind of surprising, especially when I don't get a lot of comments. I'm assuming it's people coming in from the outside, seeing this video with a thumbnail, clicking it, watching it, whatever. But I just want to thank you all for all of the incredible support your channel, you've been giving this channel is what I mean. You guys rule. Thank you so much for being here and being a part of my life. And I love horror, so hopefully I can keep doing this for a long, long time, because there's a good chance that I'll never run out of horror content, whereas Goosebumps and stuff on my other channel, Michael Goosebumps Fan, it was very... it's very limited now. I don't really have anything else I can do for that channel unless there's new releases a lot of the time. So anyway, let's get to the haul video here. First and foremost, I had heard about this. I don't know much about the reception of it, but it sounded cool enough that I wanted to see it. It was brand new. I took the paper off of a few of these. These are the first 3 I grabbed probably 2 or so weeks ago, I want to say. Whenever, it was like right after I just did that previous haul video. This one I got for $5, brand new, wrapped up, sealed, and everything. And this is one that I've heard a lot about. It has Stephen Lang in it from Don't Breathe and from Avatar, you know, the James Cameron films. And William Sadler, who is amazing from The Green Mile and all kinds of projects that I love. There's some other characters in here too, played by Martin Kove, which I feel like I know that name, and Fred Williamson, who I swear to God was the guy from Night of the Living Dead, the one that the channel is named after, you know, because I'm Night of the Living Dude. I think it's him. Pretty sure Fred Williamson is the OG Ben from Night of the Living Dead. But anyway, I could be wrong about that. Forgive me if I am. VFW. I don't know anything about this. It says something about these veterans are in for the fight of their lives. It could be a zombie film. It could be a vampire film. I don't know. I want to avoid every spoiler I could and just go in not knowing anything. Let me tell you, kids, in case you're a younger viewer out there, movies are better when you go in knowing nothing. No trailers, no synopsis, no villain knowledge, none of that. It can usually be better. I don't care if it's a comic book movie or a horror movie. It really improves the experience. Okay, what is this film? R.L. Stine's Mostly Ghostly, Have You Met My Ghoul Friend? And it has Bella Thorne, Ryan Ochoa, which I think I know that name from somewhere, Madison Pettis, and Rashawn Fegan. I don't know. I love R.L. Stine. Like I said, I'm a Goosebumps fan. I have a whole channel dedicated to that where I've reviewed every book that exists from Goosebumps. And I've heard this is like a spin-off series. I don't know if it's something he wrote that's not based on a book, or I'm assuming it is based on a book. He must have been involved since it has his name on the title. But I love R.L. Stine. I'll watch anything he's involved with. Probably not read everything he's involved with, but I will watch everything he's involved with. Heard a lot of things from a lot of people about different projects, and I've heard Mostly Ghostly movies, shows, whatever this is, are pretty good, so hopefully they'll be proven right. I'm looking at you, Goosebumps completionist / horror FFA. Go check out both of his channels. He's a good friend of mine. This is hopefully going to be good. I don't know if you'll get a review on this channel or not. For that, we shall see. If it ends up being good, it might be a hidden horrors video. I don't know. We'll see. It might be underrated. So this one right here is one I got a couple of weeks ago, and then I got, I think, the one either before it or after it today, which I was really excited about. I saw the other movie once. I've never seen this film, but I've heard it's the worst of the Romero zombie legacy. They're not a trilogy anymore, in case you thought they were. There's not just Night, Day, and Dead, or Dawn. It's not just those 3 anymore. There's like Survival of the Dead, which is this one right here. I also got this basically, I think it was brand new, and I took the wrapping off of this as well. And like I said, today when I went in the store, I picked up Diary of the Dead, which is the one I did see many, many, many years ago. I bought a copy for like $1 back then on DVD, and this was horrible. It was a found footage film, but I do want to cover this series at some point this year, probably during the summer. They kind of have the summertime feel to them, at least Night. Night of the Living Dead feels like it's kind of filmed on a summertime night. That's what it feels like to me when I watch it, and I always love it that time of the year or like early fall, you know? It's usually when I rewatch it, if I rewatch it. But I've heard Survival is worse than Diary. We shall see. This film right here, I know Tim Burton is involved with it, and I've always kind of wanted to see it. The commercials back in the day used to scare the hell out of me, to be honest with you. It looked kind of cool. It looked like something that could be really fun, and it is called 9. It is a children's, basically, horror film. Think of something like Paranorman, which I've never seen, or like Frankenweenie, which I've never seen. Think of something like that. This is like little knitted together people, and I think it involves like fantasy and magic and stuff. I've heard a lot about 9. I think Jeremy Johns reviewed this back in the day, very early on, around the time A-Team came out when I first saw his channel, I believe. I think it was like 2008 or 9 when this came out. I don't know. I think. Anyway, doesn't matter. It's PG-13 film, and I don't know how, but hopefully it's good. I've heard great things. For many, many, many years I heard this was a classic, and I just never got around to watching it. I've been looking at it at the store for probably 2 months, 3 months, and I just keep passing it up, and then, you know, like another movie I have in this collection here that I'm showing you, this haul video, I just finally today went ahead and grabbed it. Why not? I'll try it out. I have a feeling it's going to be good. With the reputation that it has, I'm willing to trust people. Sometimes. This film right here is a sequel to a film I loved, and this sequel, my mom bought me a new copy years ago when it first came to DVD, and I think it was from Black Friday, so it was like dirt cheap, like $5 for a brand new copy, and I don't really see it around very often anymore, and I wanted to check it out, try to watch it, see if it was any better this time around. It is a summertime slasher sequel to The Strangers Prey at Night. It says this is the unrated cut. I was not impressed with the film the first time I saw it, but I would like to cover both of these movies this year on the channel. I don't think I've ever talked about The Strangers on this channel, aside from mild comments here and there in my videos. But Prey at Night, it was mediocre. It was very mediocre. It didn't have the tension and the thrill that the original had, but I'm hoping it'll be good. And like I said, if I don't like it this time around, into the bin it goes to go sell or to give to a library or something. I don't know. This movie here is the other film, just like 9, that I've been eyeballing for a while, and it was $3 completely brand new. I've heard other YouTube channels I've watched in the past recommend this film tremendously. I'm not a big shark movie fan. I'm just not. I don't really like anything outside of Jaws. You know, I'm terrified of fish, I'm terrified of sharks, I'm terrified of the ocean. I won't even go in the ocean when I go to the beach, matter of fact. I might put my feet in, like at the very end of the beach, and that's it. I don't go out to my knees and shit like some people do. You're crazy if you're doing that. This is, I don't think it's like a found footage movie or anything, but it's called Shark Night. And I think when it came out, it was Shark Night 3D. And apparently people really like this who like cheesy creature feature films. Not creature feature in like a monster movie sense, but like a shark sense in this case. I heard it was good. Never watched it. I think Horror FFA and I cannot talk today. I think he was someone who mentioned this to me too. I could be wrong, but hopefully Shark Night will be good. We shall see. But brand new copy, man. DVD and Blu-ray, I think. Or is it just... No, it's Blu-ray and digital. Who uses digital? And the final film here is one that my wife and I, oddly enough, were just talking about recently, and I really wanted to see it. And I've just never gotten around to it. I finally found a copy today for like $3, and that is Warm Bodies. It's a horror comedy about zombies in the apocalypse, and you have my boy right here, or excuse me, right here, I pointed to the girl. What is his name? God, I always forget his name. He's the guy from X-Men and a bunch of other films, and he's magnificent. Nicholas Hoult. Nicholas Hoult is a fantastic actor. If you don't know this guy, maybe not by name, because I always forget his name. Nicholas Hoult is incredible, and literally anything that I see him attached to, I will watch. He's one of those people like James McAvoy, oddly enough, from X-Men, that is just an incredible, underrated talent that no one talks about enough. Nicholas Hoult, I literally love his work. I think he's talented. He always brings something to his performance. He kind of reminds me, not so much in looks, but in his current career, of like a Ryan Gosling. Ryan Gosling, for people who don't know, was not very popular when I was growing up. People knew him from Notebook, mainly women knew him from Notebook, And like, as he went on and he did things like Drive, Drive changed the games, or changed the whole game. For filmmaking, for art house, it changed it for everything. It changed it for action movies at the time too. And it really turned Gosling's career around. He made Lost River, he made Only God Forgives right before that, but he actually made Lost River. He directed that movie. And ever since then, he's been on an upward spiral with things like Barbie. Despite what you think about it, Ryan Gosling is an incredible actor, and I'm hoping Nicholas Hoult will be that kind of success story too. This is kind of a romance film, though. It's a comedy zombie film, but it's kind of a romance movie in the midst of a zombie movie. And I've heard it's good. I've heard really good things. And again, getting back to like Chris Stuckman, Flickpick, I think covered this at one point too, Jeremy Johns. All of those big YouTubers talked really positively about this back in the day, if I remember correctly. And I've always wanted to see it. I heard it was pretty solid for what it was. So hopefully I can put out a review that'll be fairly positive for that. I plan on reviewing all of these for this channel, and we shall see. If they end up being bad, or like if VFW is bad, what's the point of talking about it here on the channel? Because I feel like you guys probably aren't going to go out of your way to watch a review for that. It's not something big named, but if it's a really great film, I'm going to do a hidden horrors video about it because I don't really hear people talk about it that much. So hopefully I'll have a video out for every one of these that can be recommendations or discussions, or like with the case of Strangers Pray at Night, just a discussion video about my thoughts on it and whether I love it more now or not. So anyway, what are your thoughts on all of these films right here? I'd love to hear everything you have to say about this collection. After 2 weeks of picking up this stuff, I'm hoping all of this will be good, but we shall see, because sometimes, like in the case of a film that I showed recently in a haul video, The Gallows Part 1, oh my god, what a rough movie. I was into it too. I thought the concept was cool. It was the movie around the concept that sucked. Dude, I don't know. Part 2 is on Hulu, or not Hulu, Vudu? No? Tubi, that's where it was. I wanted to watch it. I may watch it, I don't know. Part 1 was rough, man. Anyway, have you seen any of these films? Do you love them? Do you hate them? I'd love to hear everything you have to say about these movies down in the comment section down below. Thank you all for watching, guys. God bless you all, and goodbye.